Benny the bus was no ordinary bus. He was special in many ways. He had bright, shiny wheels that sparkled in the sunlight and a heart full of glee. Benny loved his job. Every day, Benny took children to school, but Benny had a secret wish. He longed for something more. He dreamed of adventure, of zooming to new and exciting places. He wanted to explore the world beyond the schoolyard. Benny would often daydream while waiting for the children. He imagined all the wonderful places he could visit. He imagined sparkling rivers, towering mountains, and maybe even a field of lollipops. His imagination knew no bounds. Oh, the places he wanted to go. The adventures he dreamed of were endless. One sunny afternoon, while the children were in school, Benny overheard the teachers talking. He listened intently. "The community park is looking quite sad," said one teacher. "It needs a makeover. It needs flowers, swings, and a fresh coat of paint." The park was in desperate need of some love and care. Benny's engine revved with excitement. He had an idea. A park. That sounded like the perfect adventure. Benny knew he could help make the park beautiful again. The park was indeed in need of some serious cheering up. It had once been a place filled with laughter and joy, but now it seemed forgotten and neglected. The swings hung sadly from their chains, barely moving in the gentle breeze. The slide was covered in leaves, making it look more like a pile of autumn debris than a place for fun. And the once vibrant flowers were nowhere to be seen. The flower beds were now just patches of dry soil and wilted plants. When the children heard about the park's plight, their faces fell. They couldn't believe their beloved park had come to this. This park was where they played after school, running around and enjoying their time together, where they had picnics on sunny days, sharing sandwiches and stories under the big oak tree, and where they made memories with their friends. It was a place of countless adventures and endless fun. "We need to do something," exclaimed a little girl with bright red ribbons in her hair. Her determination was clear in her eyes. "But how can we possibly fix everything?" wondered a boy with mismatched socks. He looked around, feeling overwhelmed by the task ahead. Just then, Benny the bus honked his horn cheerfully. His bright colors and cheerful demeanor brought a spark of hope. "I have an idea!" he boomed, his voice echoing through the schoolyard. The children gathered around, eager to hear what Benny had to say. Benny's idea was simple. They would all work together to gather the things needed to spruce up the park. With a cheerful toot, Benny set off, the children giggling excitedly inside. The road to the park was bumpy and full of surprises. First they encountered a giant puddle, splashing through it with a wave of Benny's wipers. Then they came to a steep hill. "Hold on tight!" shouted Benny, his engine roaring as he climbed bravely to the top. The children squealed with delight, feeling like they were on a roller coaster. Section 4, Through the Whispering Woods. After the hill came a detour, leading them through the Whispering Woods. The trees were tall and the leaves formed a canopy overhead, making it seem like twilight even though the sun was shining brightly. Squirrels peeked from behind trees, their eyes wide with curiosity. Birds sang cheerful melodies, welcoming Benny and his passengers to their woodland home. Benny, usually a bit afraid of the dark, found himself smiling at the wonders of the woods. As they emerged from the woods, the park came into view. It was time to get to work. Section 5, Benny the Brave. The children, armed with paintbrushes, shovels, and Benny's endless supply of enthusiasm, got to work. They planted colourful flowers, transforming the once dull garden into a vibrant oasis. Each child had a role, and they worked together seamlessly, their laughter echoing through the park. They repainted the swings in bright hues, turning the old rusty equipment into a rainbow of colours. The swings gleamed under the sun, inviting everyone to come and play. The children also cleared the leaves from the slide, making it safe and fun to use again. They worked tirelessly, their small hands moving quickly to gather the leaves into neat piles. Benny, despite not having hands, helped by using his headlights to illuminate the park as the sun began to set. His bright lights guided the children, making sure they could see every corner of the park. He felt a warmth spread through his engine, a feeling much better than any oil change. It was a warmth that came from being part of something bigger, from helping his friends and seeing their smiles. This was the adventure he had always dreamed of, an adventure filled with friendship, laughter, and a little bit of paint. The children, with paint smudges on their faces and dirt on their clothes, looked happier than ever. As the stars twinkled above, the park was transformed. It became a magical place where dreams came true and friendships were forged. It was no longer a place of faded memories, but a testament to the power of teamwork and the courage of a bus with a big heart and an even bigger dream. The park now stood as a symbol of what could be achieved when everyone worked together. Benny the bus, the bravest bus in town, had found his adventure right in his own backyard. He watched over the park with pride, knowing that he had made a difference.